Hi everyone, it's our last day working on our All About Gray Whales books. And this is a fun page. Today we're doing fun facts. So we get to learn some interesting facts about gray whales, and then we'll add one of those to our books. Okay, so I'm reading from this book again, Little Gray's Great Migration, and there's a whole page in here called Gray Whale Fun Facts. And these are really cool facts. I think you'll be just as impressed as I was when I read them. So I'll start out, and any fact that seems interesting to you, just note it in your head, because today there's so many different facts. I'm not gonna do one for you to copy today. I'm gonna want you to think about how to write your sentence in your own words today and do your own spelling. So I want you to really be listening carefully. And if a fact seems really cool to you, you might want to pause the video and real quick just draw a quick sketch of it on your whiteboard to help you remember that, okay? So let's go ahead and start reading some facts. The first one talks about how many gray whales there are. It says there are currently 20,000 to 22,000 eastern gray whales. The gray whales live along the coast of North America in the Pacific Ocean. A small group of fewer than 130 gray whales live in the western Pacific and migrate along the coast of Korea. Eastern gray whales have recovered from near extinction and are not at risk of becoming endangered. Wow, so that means at one point these whales were endangered and could have been close to extinction, but through different protective measures, their population has grown again. It says western gray whales are critically endangered. There's only 130, and that means the ones that live in the western Pacific are pretty close to becoming extinct. There's not too many of them left, so we really need to work on protecting them. The ones that we drew, that we showed on our map, those are the eastern ones, and they've recovered. So there's around 20,000 of them now, and that's amazing. Okay, let's read another fact. This fact is about the calves. When calves are born, they are around 15 feet long. A newborn whale drinks between 50 to 80 gallons of milk each day. Let's read that again. So when they're born, they're about 15 feet long. That's 3 of me put together. 15 feet long. Wow. A newborn whale drinks 50 to 80 gallons of milk each day. Now, if you've ever seen one of those like big plastic jugs of milk, that's a gallon. So 50 to 80 of those a day, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's read another. Whales are mammals and breathe air. Gray whales have 2 blowholes on top of their head. These blowholes are like nostrils and are how the whales inhale and exhale. Yeah, and look in this picture here. You can kind of see this picture shows 2 blowholes. When they are migrating south, gray whales don't sleep. They swim day and night. When gray whales sleep, they stay at the surface with their blowholes above the water. So when they're sleeping, they're just like, here's the surface of the water. They might be just like right there, just making sure their blowholes are above the water. And they're just kind of like floating, drifting a little bit. Here's another fact. Adult gray whales can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. When they're resting at the surface, gray whales breathe 2 to 3 times each minute. So when they're sleeping, in a minute, they might breathe just twice or 3 times. That's really slow. Think of how many times we breathe in a minute, right? We breathe a lot every minute. Okay, remember this fact. That's an interesting fact. They can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. Gray whales can be very friendly and curious. In their winter lagoons, some gray whales approach and rub up against boats and even allow people to touch them. Another one. The gray whale patches on gray whale's skin are scars caused by lice and barnacles that attach to the whales. When whales are in the warmer waters of Baja, the barnacles fall off, leaving scars. Okay, so that's how they have those little white spots. Okay, let's see. An adult gray whale's flukes, remember we said that was their tails, measure 10 to 12 feet across. That's at least 2 of me. Whoa! Okay, so those are some facts about gray whales. Think of one that you would like to write about in your book. It could be how long the babies are. Remember they drink about 50 gallons of milk. It could be that the gray whales were almost extinct, but they made a comeback, and now there's 22,000 of them. Could be they have 2 blowholes on top of their head for inhaling and exhaling. It could be that when they're migrating south, they don't sleep. Or it could be that adults can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes. What do you think? What is a fact, a fun fact about the gray whale that you would like to include in this book? Remember, their flukes of their tails are 10 to 12 feet. So what would you like to write about? Okay, I want you to take a minute and just think about it. Let's just pause for a minute. We'll all just take a breather for a minute while you think about the fact that you would like to include. Okay. I want you to think about your fact and how you will write it. Okay, you have space here to write your fact. So you're going to write the words on these lines and then draw a picture of it down below. Okay, any questions about that? Okay, so then that's your next job. I'm not going to do it today because we'll all pick something so different. I want you to be able to pick one that's really interesting to you. So I'm not going to do one for you to copy. I'll do my own when we finish the meeting, and I'll think of the one that is interesting to me. But there's so many choices. So go ahead and write your facts, sound out your words, write it on these lines, and then draw your picture here. Remember, trace your picture with the black marker and then color it in with your crayons. Alrighty, everyone. Have fun doing your fun facts, and I'll see you later.